Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Amy said? Oh, God. Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to stop and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go in and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
Let me guess. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself.
Please, go on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Pretty lady. Could be him. Wait a minute, I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guess.
Oh, wait, I know what it is. Oh, you're... Nick, it's you! And mine too! What a fluke! Larry, long time no see.
What? You know each other?
Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? If you more I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this?
And married too? Way to go, dude!
I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the Butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. We've got history and something, and what you say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the Butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me, and in front of this pretty little thing here.
So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up at all times. I'm gonna go check on my bike.
Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for! This is my uniform! From my part-time job! But I can't believe it's been 2 years! They say time flies when you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I'm gonna tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know Bennifer. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. Bennifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually... Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women! They're so... Oh! But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like it's still the same old Larry. So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all! No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, no way, man! I mean, she's a married woman! That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Mrs. Delight. Hey, you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know. A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. So So what time was it when he found us? When he found us last night? Huh? Why are you asking me that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one. You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data's off limits to outsiders. If I lost the job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Oh, yeah, maybe he would know about this, right? Hey, Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you did this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Whew! Man, you scared me! I almost had a heart attack, you idiot! Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? This is where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see. About 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building's pretty close to Lower Retailer, right? It would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Rondelau was KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! And he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hey, Nick! Your phone! Hello? Is this the right residence? Ah, Pearls! Where are you? I thought I'd go to Lower Retailer to find more clues, but... I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearlie, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person's? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited. Look at me, Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. Another one of your special friends? Say goodbye to Mr. Life for me, would you, Larry? Fucking creep. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya. Pearlie. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight.
Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last time? Now that you mention it, there's this big old bag here. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before.
It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here.
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I'm kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. And... Wow, hello there! Eek! He's here! What are you doing, sir lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm real sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zvari! Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be real exciting. What are you talking about? What's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, sir lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zvari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat that you'll face during the trial. What are you talking about? So, lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Who is this Godot a person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot?
But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
Do you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. Prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow.
Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Huh. Alright. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mrs. Light is really the mask. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. So, lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. To be continued. Zvani. Hey, Nick. What is it? Something wrong? Nah, but you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask glossy I bought. You bought this? Where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Huh. What? Oh. Come on, I'm guilty! Throw the book at me!
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Miss Alright, you made it! Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the coin card to Lonely Taylor! I made it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course he didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please!
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
See, actually, the thief is, me.
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Mr. Delight?
No, that's the judge.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to...
What a stupid question.
What did you say?
Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one Detective Amby was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
Ha! None.
What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Never? But you said you've never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or even our hearts. This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo.
It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Irk! The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening.
Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits a crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card onto the old retailer. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we show his Master Master. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this masked mask is... Mr. Godot? What are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grab me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
Very well. It's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as I haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. How do we do that? There's a picture that proves it. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal.
It's true, I'm a Svari author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers have any butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Svari, do you? Who is this person? Svari? He sounds German.
His name is Luke Atme, so I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not in the expert you claim to be.
It looks like the thief's toying with me even now.
He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits a crime.
Have you seen all these so-called calling cards?
Of course I have. Except
the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Amy stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lord Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real?
I'm sure can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask emblem.
This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lord Taylor.
His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh?
Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
Well, looks like he's really got it in for sex family.
His plan is to always go after only the most precious art pieces.
Art pieces? Like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Amenon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond.
Next was a crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head.
After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Regina, sir. Then Vamir retrieved the portrait of Regina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume you must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure he was Master Max, sir. It fits his MO to a T. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% sure it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi.
And so, since his robbery seems to fit all those those conditions?
That's right. It means that Master Mask is behind it. Nick, definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Alright. I have an objection to this. You see, the urn isn't really that special. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous, pal. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraiser I spoke to said that it couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item the Master Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it was Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating the Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake Damask?
Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared on Lord Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lord Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Where's that security cam photo? I think there might be something suspicious with this. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer to show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. Right about it. It's right here, of course.
You mean Master Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Is that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Here we go. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my seat. We need to reach here at once.
A brooch, Your Honor, is a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But there must be a security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lord Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask is fake the mask.
I've been fooled again! Order! It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gamshu, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
But Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha! The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
Ah!
That's Mask to Mask brooch.
Well, where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? Must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Well, why did you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Grrr, this guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch?
Uh-oh.
Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem.
Ha! You mess with Godot, and you get burned.
Grr, he's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me?
But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?